Okay, now finally works. So, bonjour tout le monde and welcome here to Manicourt. I've tried to do this intro and please tell me Flo if you can hear me, but yeah, we've arrived here in the Circuit de Nevers Manicourt for the GP2 race. I'm your commentator Robert Ionescu and I will be joined later, but not right now, by a guest commentator. He said he'll introduce himself during the race. Who is it? Is it Nicolas Zorbach? Is it Rahul Patel? Is it Miklos Gal? Maybe even Joseph Willows, or it could be someone completely new and unexpected. And speaking of new and unexpected, you will find out the next race at the end of this race, of course. But yeah, let's get going with the session here in Manicourt, and we'll take a look at the grid very quickly. It's Enis Parachko on pole position. He took his second career pole yesterday and his first pole position in the season and for Dams, in front of Balan in second. So these two are the front row for today's 38 lapper. Isaac for sure is P3 in the MP Motorsport in front of the other Dams of Andrea Federi. Very good effort for the French team at home. Jean-Paul Diot's team is doing very good on their home turf. Maxim Titkov, the championship leader, is in P5. He'll be looking forward to staying in the lead at the end of this race. Benz Waldinger in the Prema, second Hungarian to make the top 6 for today's race. David Kjopok is in P7, still the only double winner so far. Alessandro Tomaselli P8. He's followed by Lynn Campana and Chuck McCarthy all the way down in P10. Brother Barros is in 11, just outside the top 10, just outside the points. Jared Fosbury in P12 in the Art Grand Prix. Thomas Vodrikas in an unlucky P13. He'll be looking to improve on that position. Daniel Adventure is behind him in 14th. Max Killen is up next in the Rapax, and he's followed by Juan Nguyen in the other Carlin. Thomas Bennett is P17 in the Arden, followed by Chris Chatfield in the Trident. Not looking too good for him. Thomas Anderson, 19th. And Roy Chung, the former championship leader, the woman second right now, 20th. She's going to have a whole lot of work to do if she wants to catch back up to Maxim Titkov. David Suarez, the late race winner from the previous race, starts on a low 21st, and Henry Watson is at the back of the pack. That's the grid for today, but how's the weather going to be? We're nice and dry for now, but there is a risk of rain later in the race. It's not a huge risk, but anything can happen. So yeah, it'll be a pretty fun race, I have to say. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat. I'm really excited to see all of you, and we're gonna get going here with the race in Manicourt for the first time here since forever. The French flag on the background, the last corner, is gonna be super fun. So yeah, here we go. Who's gonna be P1 into the Grand Courbe? Who's gonna be P1 at the end of the Adelaide hairpin? It's time to find out as the race is going underway. We're looking at Zolga, the man in second. Here it goes. Parachki is looking to defend the lead. It's a short run down to turn 1. Who's going to be in front? As we head into the first tight sector, the first lap of the race has begun, and it's an okay start for Parachki. Look at Zolga, though. He's going to have the inside line, but he's been jumped already. No, he hasn't. I thought so, but it's a great start for Federi. He's moved up a place and jumped into third. All clean so far as they go through the Estoril corner, the long right-hander where you can't pass on lap 1. Parachki has pulled up a little lead. Here comes Balin Zolga, the slipstream. The Hungarian is going to get him into the Adelaide hairpin, out of Gulf, and now breaking hard into Adelaide, but Parachki stays in front. Titkov up into 4th place, and there's been some contact behind. Or some locking up at least. Campana has been overtaken by Brother Barros, and the veteran is trying to make a move as well. Or Chang trying to pass Bennett around the outside of Adelaide. I think she's done it, but Parachki holds on to the lead of the race. Good stuff for him, good defense. And here we go. Fosbury going very deep into the Nürburgring chicane. Chung has gone past Bennett. Anderson still under pressure from Watzel, who is still in last. Now Parachki is pulling away, and Zolga is getting under pressure from Federi, who wants to make it a damn one too. Remember, Federi was on pole, and actually he wasn't on pole, sorry. He led for most of the way in Belgium. He was on pole in Malaysia, but he didn't win either of those 2 races. Can he win this time? As we're looking, they're going through the Lycée hairpin for the first time up next. And the first lap has been completed right about now. And Parachki starts lap 2. He's pulled up half a second to Zolga. Federi with the fastest lap though. He'll be looking to get in front of his rival and get and make it a damn swan too. I'm sure Jean-Paul. I'm sure the team will be very happy. I don't know if Jean-Paul Digot is actually still alive, or which is why I don't want to say if he'll be happy. But still, Dams are looking forward to a good result. And here goes Daniel Adventure trying to pass Lynn Campana. And Brother Barros in the other couple is making a move on San Tomaselli into the Adelaide, but he doesn't get it. Not too easy to overtake, and now we got some action between the Ardens. Suarez tries to pass his teammate, as there was a big lockup for Thomas Anderson there. A little bit of a train, I have to say.
Yep, hello everybody.
And the surprise, not so surprised commentator has arrived. Hello Rahul, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's great to see you.
Yeah.
So, you missed the start, but it wasn't too exciting by the time. But that's because the excitement might be coming now. Zolga getting all over the back of Enes Paraki. He didn't get him on lap 1. Maybe he can do it on lap 3. To the Lise. Now to the final chicane. They're gonna go right now. Left and right. I mean, right and left, sorry. Paraki is starting the first lap, and Zolga is all over the back of him. And the Hungarian putting a whole lot of pressure. Zolga with the fastest lap, just as I said that.
Yeah.
Is this Zolga time? Here he goes, out of Estoril, into Gulf, the fly out right-hander. Zolga's gonna go for the inside line. Will Paraki cover it off? Yes, he will. And the Macedonian driver looks like he'll stay in the lead heading into Adelaide.
Yeah.
Zolga has to stay behind.
Pulled the barrels. Had a look.
Tried to pass Tomaselli, but couldn't quite manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zolga's delivering the pressure on Enes Paraki. Andrea Federi in the other dams is also receiving pressure from Maxim Titkov. So it might not be a 1-2 for the dams drivers. It could be a 2-4 if their rivals pass them. Now David Kipok, speaking about pass, he's gonna try to get past Ben Waldinger into Imola corner. You can't make a pass there, and he was bold, but he thought better of it and didn't risk a crash. Had to back out of it.
Very difficult to overtake here.
Yeah. Still, when you get the overtakes, it's really exciting. Chatfield's out! It's a puncture for Chris Chatfield. Oh, he's pulling over, he crashes it in disgust. And leaves his car in a very dangerous position. Thankfully, everyone's already passed him, so I'm sure the marshals will remove him by the end of this lap. And now look at Estoril corner, look at Golf corner, because the leaders on the minimap are having a little bit of a tussle. But first, let's see exactly when Chatfield got the puncture. So he's coming out of the Chateau d'Eau corner. The right-hander, turn 14, Chateau d'Eau. And
yeah, right puncture.
Oh my goodness. So unlucky for Chatfield. And yeah, it's every right to be frustrated with that. The star just gave up on him, and yeah. And now, like I said, the leaders are battling. Zolga attacking once again Parashki. Third time's the charm. Will it be? Here goes Zolga into Adelaide. Doesn't go for it. So round 3 goes to Parashki. He's gonna have to try yet again next lap. Barros attacking Tomaselli, but can't get anything done.
Suarez trying to overtake his teammate Bennett for 18th, but he can't.
Bennett's looking pretty slow at the moment. Maybe it has something to do with the strategy, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But either way, Zolga keeps putting the pressure. Confirmation that Chris Chatfield is out of this race. And yeah, Parashki managed to increase the lead just a little bit, because it's difficult to follow through these corners. And it's helping get Federi and Titkov closer to these two.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Zolga wants, if Zolga can get past, and now into Imola, get some more action. Thomas Anderson on Davi Suarez, and he didn't actually get him, but he had a nice try.
Yeah, my screen share is not working now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You could look at the chat maybe instead. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I could, but it would be
until you can get it working. I mean, oh, alright.
Maybe I'll disconnect and reconnect again.
Oh, okay, okie dokie. Okay. Now, Titkov is trying to pull him over on Federi. We call him the attacking Russian. He's going to be going to Manor next season in top class. So this is last season here in GP2, and he doesn't get the overtake this time.
Yep, I'm back and the screen share works now.
That's great. Some more action at the back. Fosbury trying to defend for his life from Max Skillen, and he manages to stay in front. And now Thomas Vodkas is putting the pressure on Skillen into the Nürburgring chicane. Surely you can't make an overtake here.
Contact!
He actually made the overtake in an unorthodox manner, but yeah. If Flo decided to investigate those things, this would 100% be investigated, but Flo doesn't do that. But still, oh my god, Voyoka's really ballsy overtake there. And Skill and Hat was just shoved out of the way, quite literally.
Yeah, indeed.
Just went too wide, and both of them super lucky not to end up with any damage. Let's take another look at it. When I said you can't pass in the Nürburgring, I didn't mean like this. Of course you can pass if you hit the other guy out of the way. That's not the most boring thing in the world. But either way, Towns Wojciech is in front. And now his teammate, Hwang Min-guin, is going to try to get past him as well. And speaking of get past, Pachki is still keeping Zolga behind. But for how much longer? Titkov, I think, is still the most light out of all these guys. So he needs to get the moves done as quick as he can. And Svalg are also putting pressure on Isaac for sure. Out of the chicane.
Yeah.
Zolga's dropped back a bit, and Titkov is everywhere. Federi is all over in Federi's mirrors. Out of Hestoril. Going flat out full power. Needs a cleaner line into Gulf. He's backing out of it. Unless he dive bombs into Adelaide.
I don't think so, unfortunately. Varniger tried, but he couldn't.
Yeah. Now Adventure onto the back of Campana for P10. Campana has been over. No, he hasn't been overtaken by his teammate. Lord Chang attacking Huanmin, and very close to contact that they don't collide.
Yeah.
It looks like strategy will be the number one way to pass someone in here. And then Sparchki is fueled pretty heavily compared to his rivals. So you can keep him behind now. He'll have an advantage in the second stint. Yeah, he's 4 laps heavier than Zolga and still keeping him behind. 6 laps heavier than Titkov. I don't know if the undercut is stronger or the overcut, but what's absolutely clean is that Dennis Sparchki will probably be the fastest car on track in the second stint when he has fresher tires than everyone else. Either way, lap 7 has started. Maxim Titkov putting the pressure on Federi, desperate to find a way to pass him. He's gonna put a lot of fuel in the pit, so if he wants to make up for time, he needs to do it now. He needs to do it by passing the Italian, and the Italian defends. The championship leader isn't on the podium place right now. Valdinger trying on for sure, so close to collision.
Yeah. Yep, Adventure held off McCarthy. Oh,
yeah. Into Nürburgring, he couldn't do anything there. Then think of the Vojoka's approach. Now Brother Bar is still behind Esteban Tomaselli. He's been here all race in this position.
He had a good exit, but unfortunately wasn't enough because he sat beside with him.
Nope. It's not like Monaco overtaking difficulty, but it's still, if you want to get a move done, you have to be super confident.
Yeah.
And Maxim Titkov seems to have that sort of confidence because he's been behind Andrea Federi without making a single mistake for quite a while. Even so, the attacking Russian just can't find a way to overtake the Italian.
Yeah. He's not close enough, I think, so yeah. You have
Negative.
to try again. Yeah.
Yeah. Titkov staying back. Quite difficult to pass for the Manor test driver and future Manor driver. Things look pretty put, I have to say. Suarez trying a move on his teammate into Adelaide, and he can't pass either. Very strange.
Yeah.
Patrick has increased the gap a little. Zolga's tires maybe giving out a tiny bit. And Stitkov still piling all the pressure in the world on Andrea Federi.
Yeah, Valdinger at the back for sure as well.
Yes, that's right. But you're going very defensive into the lycée.
Yeah.
Hairpin. It's quite difficult to overtake. I think we've all established that quite well, but Ben Waldinger is determined to prove us wrong. What can he do? Through Estoril, and out the sweeping right-hander. On the round out of the fly right-hand king of golf, he's all over in his gear best. Can he send it into Adelaide? Ben Waldinger for sure is defending. Waldinger isn't trying anything, but for sure locks up. Still.
Yep. And that's helping Q-Puck as well.
You're right. Tomaselli keeping the barrels behind. 1.2 seconds, 1.2 seconds between the leaders. Could be 1.3 or even more soon. Maxim Titkov still stuck behind. He has to try an undercut, but will it work? He's pitting the earliest out of anyone, I assume. And that means he will have traffic. And if you can't overtake a rival, you're gonna have trouble overtaking traffic as well. Now Daniel Adventure on Campana into the Imola chicane. Oh, so close, but so far. He tried pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Adventure, still over the back, all over the back of the American. Dallas Royalcast, can he claim another victim? That victim being dressed possibly into Lycée, he sends it!
Again.
And contact, he spins! Oh, they're pushing each other again. Fosbury was pretty upset with that one. The Ardens go through. And now Royalcast drives off. And so does Fosbury, but we need to take another look at that one because Royalcast, he made it work in a dodgy circumstance the first time. And the second time, he absolutely sent it into Lycée. Such a difficult braking zone, especially when you're battling someone. And he got it wrong, pretty much. Shoved himself in there and contact as a result. They both dropped down quite a lot of places, but they're lucky not to take any damage at the very least. I don't think Fosbury did anything wrong there. You can't expect someone to die when you're over there. And he had to wait for these guys behind him. I think it's an interesting tactic by Carlin because Hoyman Gwyn has just gained 2 places, even though Voyokas lost a lot.
Yeah.
And now Campana's still defending Adventure from Adventure. The boss has pulled away quite a lot from his American teammate. 0.9 between the leaders, meanwhile, so Zolga getting a little closer. Better than Suarez, still. You can't separate these two guys. Watzel in 19th. He's gained some places with Waters' misfortune. Wallinger still stuck all over the back. Oh, for sure. He had a good go into 180 degrees corner, but he just wasn't enough.
Yep, unfortunately.
Yep. According to the live standings, Sparchki will jump into second place at the championship, just 7 points behind Titkov. Chang will drop down to third, and Chatfield obviously won't be making up a place because he is out. Nguyen will be P5 as it stands, I believe. Still on 67 points, quite a way back from Titkov. Who stands the fastest lap, speaking of him, he's definitely angry. He wants to overtake Federis. He hates being stuck behind. But he doesn't want to do something as risky as Voyakas did. I'm not sure they told him over the radio, the Russian time team crew, but he doesn't want to throw away a lot of championship points. Can help him big time. And now Wallinger, once again, stuck behind Isaac Fisher. Will he send it? No, too far back.
Yeah.
It's quite sad that it's so difficult to overtake, but when we do get passes, they're going to be absolutely next level. And I'm sure, and now we might be getting a pass right now. Thomas Anderson attacking Davi Suarez. Guess not.
He couldn't.
Watson could take advantage. He has a much better run for about 2 seconds. Can he send it into Nürburgring? No. 0.8 between the leaders. Olga has gained even more. Titkov still stuck there. I expect he'll get a pit call. Maybe next lap. Or maybe the lap after that. But still, he'll have so much fuel. He'll be better off doing a 2-stop instead at this rate. No pit call yet for Maxim Titkov, so we'll be staying out a little longer. This will be a very interesting strategy call, I gotta say. Skillen, defending from Huang Minguin behind him, and Lord Chung is there as well, and she's up to P15. She's gained 5 places already, but Maxim Titkov is in P4, so she'll lose a lot of ground in the championship like this.
Yeah.
Barshki keeping Zolga behind him. He's been controlling this race pretty nicely, I have to say, if I dare say so myself. Now Ben Wallinger all over the back of Isaac Bashor, but hasn't found a way to nag that place off the Brit. At the 180 degrees, Bashor goes very wide. Can Wallinger take advantage? Not quite. And he loses a lot of time on the run up to Imola as a result. But Zolga, oh my goodness, he's so close. He hasn't been this close ever since lap 3, I have to say. Yeah, that is Parashki. If you can get him quickly, it could help him a lot towards the strategy. You could pull away a little bit if he has the pace advantage now. But of course, for that, he has to actually get the overtake down first, and that's the hard part. So there he's still holding off Titkov right now. And yeah, Maxim Titkov, he'll be pitting soon. Not this lap, probably next lap, or something like that. Now Balan Zolga, out of Estel, has got a very good run, but he's too close. And when they go side by side into golf, he inevitably backs out. That's the problem. He's not going to be close enough at the entrance of Adelaide. Now Titkov, just like that, golf corner is the real problem. Turn 4, the flat out right hand kink.
Yeah.
But Wallinger is going to send it on for sure into Adelaide. So close to collision, but they don't collide.
Yeah. Indeed. Now, good luck.
Oh, big lockup for Max Killen, but he stays in front.
Yeah.
And Kupok into Nürburgring. Did he get Wallinger? No. He tried again. Yeah, you're right. And now Brother Bars, right behind Santo Marcelo, goes wide. But that's actually good for his exit because the Bars, look how much time he lost.
Yeah.
Adventure racing upon, and the Venture loses time. McCarthy is going to have a good run on the run down to Imola. Up to Imola, I should say, sorry. Here he goes, Chuck McCarthy. Backs out of it.
Yeah.
And now Anderson over the back of Suarez. He's going to try to get him. Imola corner it goes. Comes to nothing in the end, though. Oh my goodness. Look at the leaders, 0.3 seconds. Just 3/10, and Zolga's very, very close behind. He has to avoid going side by side to Gulf, though. That's what ruins his chances of passing into Adelaide. He actually stays behind. Could have a very big chance now. Balan Zolga for the lead of the race. He actually doesn't go for it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he didn't.
Nope.
It was close.
Yeah, indeed so. And Titkov's still not pitting. He's clearly taking these tires out long on it compared to his fuel load, of course.
Yeah, so you could pit on lap 15, so next lap you'd be pitting.
I mean, he has to pit next lap. He's gonna have issues with the fuel otherwise.
Yeah, definitely.
These guys have gotten closer. They're about a second closer than when I last checked. You can see the desperation boiling up in Zolga's cockpit because he knows he can win this race. If he stays behind now, Parashki will just pull away with a pace advantage for the second half of the race. Or we can at least assume that. Maybe Zolga will still be faster, I don't know. But anyway, Zolga is desperate to get the overtake done on track. As it's Ben Wallinger, he's been stuck behind Isaac for sure the entire time. 2/10.
Titkov will be pitting.
It was his last chance to pit anyway. Then have the fuel to make it to the end of lap 16. So Maxim Titkov will be our first stopper of the day. And now Balan Zolga trying to go for the lead. He's made that error in golf once again, gone side by side too early, which made him back out of it. And as a result, Parashki stays in the joint lead for another lap. But Wallinger is pitting as well, just like Titkov. And now he's gonna try to send it, and he backs out. And I need to drink a little bit of cola because my voice is a little dry.
Okay, yeah. So, Titkov.
That's better.
Yeah.
I had it on my desk, just like an arm's length away from me, so it's no issue. But Thomas Anderson has an issue passing Davi Suarez. He's been stagnating for quite a while. And now Kupak on Wallinger on the run up to Imola. Surely not. Wallinger is defending like crazy the inside, and Kupak had no choice but to back out, otherwise they would have crashed. And watch the pit box at the end of the lead second hairpin, because Max Titkov dives into the pits like Neymar. And here he goes. Runs over that Zauber mechanic, and he's now in the pits for the Russian time crew, getting him some new tires and some fuel. And by some fuel, I mean quite a lot of fuel, because he's going to go to the end of this race, 26 laps of fuel. Wallinger pitting as well. I assume he'll be having the same fuel load. And this might be harmful to these guys, especially if they rejoin in traffic. 9.4 seconds, that's a very slow stop from Maxim Titkov. Lord Chunk pitting as well. 8.2 second stop. And she runs over that mechanic with a lollipop. But of course, they can't be touched, so good thing for them. Wallinger rejoins behind the... Is that Fosbury?
Yeah. Should be Fosbury.
I think Federi will be pitting too. Roger gets in. Loads of cars in on at the end of lap 15, I gotta say. But the 2 leaders aren't among them. Look at Federi's fuel, 0.6.
Yeah. I'm thinking if he will make it. I think he will.
He will. Yeah. But still cutting it close. And he needs to hope that the undercut works while these guys in front of him are battling each other. His teammate and Baron Zorga are fighting for the win. They've been fighting the entire race. And it looks like they'll keep fighting even after the pit stops, unless one of them ends up far in front. Andre Federi pitting. 8.5, one of the quickest stops I've seen so far today. Now Zolga, he's boxing at the end of this lap, but he will stay out a little longer. Rodebars is up into 4th, and he will be pitting as well.
Yeah.
Federi joins in front of Titkov, I believe. Yes, quite far in front, actually. Overcut, very strong. What does this mean for Enes Prashkin for Balan Zolga, though? Fosbury getting a very good run, and the car has just exited the pits. That is like Isaac for sure. Now Wallinger will be trying to take advantage or pass him, or not.
No, he can't, unfortunately.
That's right. Zorga very close on fuel. 0.6 of a liter, pretty much. A lap, pretty much, but that's plenty. Half a lap to go in this tank, but he's coming to the pits. He's gonna need to push like hell, push like an animal, if he wants to jump in his Spassky, because the overcut seems to be stronger, which is a disadvantage for the Hungarian driver. 8 seconds, fastest stop so far, at least from what I've seen. Looks like he'll rejoin in second, still in second, or maybe in third. And the Campos driver have stacked, and Kupak has hit Kapara.
It's another
The Rapax have stacked as well. Jesus Christ! And the Barras is stuck. He's exiting now. Kapara has been serviced.
For the both teams.
Yeah, how did they mess this up? How on earth did they not talk about it before the race? As Killen, his pit stop is absolutely atrocious. This race is ruined. And now Min is attacking Zolga, and he doesn't pass him. But Zolga is now free to push, as Hwang Min and tried to overtake him there, came very close to collision. Campana and Killen, they've lost the most at this group, and oh my goodness me, they might even be lapped at this rate. Maybe an exaggeration, but still. How can you mess up this pit? 28 seconds just stuck in the box, not counting the time before he got into the box.
So Zolga.
Pit stop went okay for him.
The Barras
for
had
Kupak,
enough fuel, so he wouldn't go for next lap. But Campana, I think, yeah.
Campana could have stayed out another lap. Would have been tight, but Campana was actually getting pushed from behind. Yeah. Oh my god, you
They
gotta
keep, I
feel
think,
bad because
skilling
he and the
him.
Barros were both in contention for points.
Yeah.
And his Sparky is still staying out, but he might have a little bit of traffic and a little bit of Scottish traffic, if I dare say so. And this could be helping Zolga, just depends how close they are to each other. And there is a little bit of a gap, which is wonderful news for Parashki.
Yeah. McCarthy will pit.
Yeah, here goes Chuck McCarthy. No matter what, the first race of the season, don't forget. I'd love to know what the pace difference is between Zolga and Parashki right now, because that will decide the race win. Or might. Anyway, Chuck McCarthy getting serviced. 9.5. That's a very slow stop in comparison to other things I've seen, stuff I've seen today. Is this gonna cost him a place? Here he goes. Gonna be very tight, I believe. Yes, we brought the Barros. The Barros is still in front. And McCarthy under pressure from Laura Chung as well. She's getting a great run. Will she go for it into golf? That's gonna ruin her run. Yes, it does. But she can still try to send it into Adelaide. Go full send and everything.
Yeah.
Adventure cutting it close on the fuel. And Zolga is catching him. That I really want to know at the end of this lap. The pace differential between Zolga and Parashki. Flo, if you could show us, that would be very much appreciated. Because, like I said, it's what's going to decide the win. Most likely. Anyway,
Yeah.
then Adventure is boxing right now.
Heavy pitch this lap.
Yep.
Parashki.
Finally a pit call for Parashki.
Yeah.
So this
will
lap,
be correct.
lap 20, will be the moment of truth. Well, I should say the start of lap 21, or like. Anyway, Adventure is having a good stop. Wallinger is still stuck behind Fosbury. Give the poor man a break. Could Daniel Adventure maybe jump them? No. He's behind them, but he has fresher tires. But maybe he can have a crack and overtake these guys. But first he has to overtake Alessandro Tomaselli because he jumped him.
Yeah. So Parashki will pit.
Yeah. This is the moment of truth. He didn't get held up by Skillen, so this will decide the race. Unless one of the guys can pass the other. Anyway, Parashki has led the entire first 20 laps of the race. Will he lose the lead now? He needs a good stop. He's 22 seconds in front of Zolga. Will the damn screw deliver on their home turf? Here they go. They need to give him a good stop if he wants to hold on to a race win. And they've given him an excellent stop, 7.4 seconds. Very impressive. But where will Zolga be? He's behind.
Yep, Zolga's behind.
And just barely, just 1 second made a difference today. Oh my god. This might be Zolga's last chance though. He's getting the slipstream. Maybe too far back, but if he doesn't pass now, I think Parashki will be pulling away. Ah, this is very close action. So Zolga's gonna have to try all over again to overtake.
Yeah.
Fosbury's pitting now. 16th, 17th. I think I have to say that pit stop might have, that incredible pit stop might have given him the win. Magnus Party. I have secured it. Now Kipok is attacking Laura Chung. But he doesn't complete the attack, he just stays behind.
Yeah, Bennett and Min will pit.
And he's holding up Federi a little bit. Zolga, though. Parashki is trying to get his tires up to temperature. Zolga, it's his chance to attack. His tires are a little more worn already. So he doesn't have a pace advantage. Parashki will drop him and just pull away. Sneak off into the distance and win this race. But Zolga can still have a chance to overtake him. Will he be able to do so? We'll find out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Honman Green is in the pits. Vietnamese driver coming close on fuel. The latest pitter of the day, probably. Simon Bennett. Where will he rejoin? Can he get some points? 8.6, not good as pit stop as Parashki's got for him. Adventure attacking Tomaselli into Grand Courbe. Oh my god, this is crazy stuff.
Yeah, you couldn't get by. And the bounce is right there as well.
Yeah, freeway fight into Gulf Corner. Who will attack first? At the end of in the braking zone to Adelaide, Adventure tries to go for it, but nothing comes of it in the end. Chung is up into P12. Good stuff for her, but still 0 points, unfortunately. Zolka 0.9 seconds behind Parashki is trying to stay close. Desperately, I have to say. But overtaking is a whole different matter. He couldn't pass him when they had the same tires, and he was lighter on fuel. How will he pass him now? That's Zolga. If he can keep up, if he can even keep up with him, of course. Tomaselli defending very well from Adventure. Polish driver moving all over the place, but he can't find a way past the Italian. Unless he sends it into the cell like Boyocas did, but that was super brave, and you know how that ended up.
Yeah.
Will he send it?
No, he was
He
close.
tried, had a little look, but he thought better of it. Still, you can see he has an advantage, and he's gonna try to use it. Titkov also. That's not Titkov, that's Wallinger. All over the back of Isaac Fisher once again. These two guys are inseparable. Don't you
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah, I agree with that one.
But I'm sure the Hungarian wants to separate this bond for the rest of the race. But to do that, he'll either have to crash, to drop back, or to overtake. And I'm sure he wants to overtake.
Yeah. Oh,
Mid very close McCarthy tried to. Remember, he has the freshest tires of anyone on the scene. And he could be up for a point, the Vietnamese driver, who's currently P5 in the standings.
Yeah.
If it stays like this, he might be out of the championship fight, but I'm sure he wants to get as many points as he can.
Oh, Adventure
Into the 180 degrees. Had a great look there, but not enough. And now Brother Boris is all over him. Will he try something into Imola? No, he won't. 1.3 seconds between the leaders. Zolga is losing ground. Parashki is pulling away. And Parashki has led every single lap of this race so far. So if he can get the fastest lap, which I believe Titkov has right now, he'll have a Grand Slam.
Yeah, indeed. Amazing stuff from Parashki.
Yes, I agree. I agree with your whole. Up on the bus, behind Daniel Adventure. I hate that. I don't say hate, but this race hasn't been as exciting as expected. But still, the fight kept it close, and we had crashes as well.
Yeah.
Both caused by the same person, but still. Here goes Juan Min Nguyen.
He couldn't get him, unfortunately.
Now, he has to make the most of his tire advantage, but as long as McCarthy has slipstream for cars in front, it'll be pretty much impossible to pass. And now Thomas Vodka's trying to get it past David Suarez in front. Suarez will clearly not be winning this race, so he won't be making it 2 in a row. And
Yeah.
Flo, please tell me, how many races have we had this season? Because I've already...
Wow.
Okay, the 12th race. So if it stands like this, Parashki will be the 11th winner in 12 races, if I'm not wrong. And if I am wrong, I apologize, but I hope I'm not. Daniel Adventure is brought back up to Tomaselli, showing he has the extra speed over him. But no amount of speed will help if you can't get that place. It's not like in IFMC or in GP4 when it rains here at the top class. Overtaking here in these GP2 cars is extremely challenging. And Waldinger, oh my goodness me, he must be getting angry right now.
Yeah, indeed. It's stuck behind him.
Yeah.
For the entire race.
McCarthy is not so close to back of the bars anymore. Could be helping you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello, Huang Min, and you gained a lot of places. You're right outside the points, but you're still not in that point position just yet. You'll have to overtake. And now Bruno Boris might be overtaking Daniel Adventure on the run up to Imola. Surely not, no.
Nope.
Had a good idea, but I mean, anything here is a good idea, really. You need to be extremely aggressive and brash if you want to overtake someone.
Yeah. This is a really big train.
You can say that again. Tomaselli, remember the Trulli train? It's now the Tomaselli train. Choo choo, everyone aboard. Next stop, the next standalone race, which I still can't tell you. I know what it is, and I'm sure you guys would love to know. I'm sure you guys will love it when I tell you, but I can't tell you because we still have 13 laps to go in this race. You know, and now is Tomaselli under pressure from Danny Adventure. Is this the lap when he gets him? He's gonna send it into Adelaide, and send it is all he does. Taps him a little bit, but that's it really.
Yeah.
The ball is out on the run towards Nürburgring. Can he send it here? Does he have a chance?
No.
He went very wide, Adventure. Pretty much went riding on that curve.
A bit
But he
wide.
stays, gets the position. Look how far he's fallen back from Tomaselli. Now our young in P12. Can she pass Harman and Gwyn? The round up to Imola. It's almost impossible. Meanwhile, Payatke is leading 2.6 seconds from Zolga. So it looks like he's set to win this race. All he has to do is nurse the car home to the end, and he's won. His strategy was correct. Zolga couldn't overtake him early in the race, and now he's the slower car, just like I guessed. Club and Wallinger. Still in an endless fight for sure.
Yeah.
Will this fight end at the checkered flag, or will it end earlier? It's all on Ben Wallinger's shoulders to make it end earlier, and on Isaac Patrol's shoulders to prolong it as long as possible.
This is a chance. This could be a
Yeah,
chance,
into Adelaide
but it's not.
hairpin. Doesn't have the confidence on the brakes,
Yeah.
so he doesn't want to risk a crash. Now David Kupok
Oh,
attacking Lord
Kupok.
Chung into Adelaide.
Very close.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I see, Flo. A little bit cloudy sky, apparently. So, yeah. Hello, Ben. So you do not have a single penalty. Hi, Evan. There was a little bit of contact caused by Voyoukas both times, but that's about it. Also, Chatfield had a puncture and retired.
Yeah.
That's everything, really. Gap has increased a little bit, and McCarthy trying to hold on for dear life to the last point spot. Zolga still dropping back, gap up to 2.7.
Yeah. Means getting pretty close to McCarthy.
Yeah. And Adventure back tango once again with Alessandro Tomaselli. Is this the one? That's Wallinger into Adelaide! Once again, goes to try to send it, but doesn't have the ultimate confidence on the brakes. But Hongmin Gwen might have it! Not really, no. Oh man. David Kupok now, trying to attack Lord Chung into Nürburgring. But try to attack is all he shall do because he hasn't managed to overtake. Going very, very close behind. And now brought the power thunder out to Imola. Is this it? No, he has to back out again. Every single one of these guys must be major league frustrated right now.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, this race has pretty much flown by. Gone very quickly so far. Evan says, maybe we should consider if a track could produce overtakes before voting. I agree with you on that, but it's only the GP2 drivers that want to vote, so this was their choice. And for those drivers who aren't the best at defending, I think it's a great choice because they can hold on to their positions relatively easily. Alessandro Tomaselli, I think he is traditionally good at defending, and it
Yeah.
means he's gonna hold on to 7th place. And then it's Parashki. The fact that he was able to hold on in the first stint now means he's in front of Zolgan to a second stint and can just pull away and win this race. He has just 9 laps to go. He's gonna cross the line in about a second or two. Yep.
Yep.
Now Skillen and Campana racing each other. The two guys who suffered in the pit lane so much because their team's messing everything up pretty much.
Yep.
And don't forget, guys, there is a small chance of rain.
Oh, a little wide there for sure.
Yeah, very wide. Wallinger wasn't close enough to take full advantage. Into Estoril. Is this it? 30th time the charm for Ben Wallinger.
Doing the slipstream.
Here he goes, and no.
Yeah.
He needs
So tight
that
there.
never
so
breaks later than his
it's
opponent.
Very tight.
Yeah, you're right.
It is a hairpin, so it's got to be very tight. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I said it goes very deep. The bar is trying to get the venture over there, but just not getting anything done.
Yeah.
Right, oh, right. Chuck McCarthy holding on to the 10th place spot. Now Daniel Venture furiously driving behind San Tomaselli. He's been trying to get him for such a long time. I've already lost count. But yeah, he's gonna try once again. We'll have a few more chances before the end of this race. If he can convert just one of them into an overtake, that'll be everything he needs to take P7. A little far back right now. But he's getting closer, and the exit was he had a great exit there compared to Tomaselli. A little bit of a wobbling goof, and that could have cost him. Down into Adelaide! Tomaselli covers the inside at the last moment, and once again, nothing comes of it. David Kupok! What are you talking about?
Oh, and there. It's me.
Oh no, Huamin goodness, that is gonna have a problem, electrical problem. Oh my goodness, no. He had such a great chance to get points, but now he's getting nothing. He's gonna box. Maybe he could go for a fastest lap, if anything. But yeah.
He had a problem, and I thought, yeah, I saw someone having a problem, and I didn't know who, and it was me. It's a shame for him.
Jeff telling him to retire the car, but will he be able to box? Marcelli's still holding on. 3.5 seconds between the leaders, meanwhile. Watzel all the way up to 13th. Oh my goodness. And now Anderson moving up a place. Armin Gwyn. You know, I think if he can make it to the pit lane, right? First I'm just gonna let's see if he can make it or not. Usually electrical problems aren't terminal or anything, but he's had to nurse it for an entire lap. Just a little bit longer though, out of the Chateau. And on the run down to Lise. He's gonna get overtaken by his teammate up next. Rodriguez passes him in the Lise hairpin. Now Huang Min is gonna box, so he's made it to the end of the lap. And this is an interesting conundrum because he can actually go for the fastest lap, which is great news for him. And let's be honest, if he wasn't gonna pass McCarthy to pick up that 1 point, well, getting the fastest lap now would give him 2 points. So maybe this problem was a blessing in disguise. Just maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
He's in last place, but he's not gonna get lapped or anything. But then it's Parachki. I think it's the first time this season anyone has led every single lap of this of a race. Ballinger very close once again at the exit of turn 10, but just no.
Very close indeed. Ooh,
Oh my
very close
God.
between these two, between Campana
Yeah,
and
right.
Skillen.
These two guys
That's very
have been,
close, indeed.
yeah, they've been stuck together pretty much for a long time, and they both were cursed in the pits
Yeah,
with the double stacking.
yeah,
And you can't even make it up because the two teams that are next to each other in the garages were double stacking. Not like, you know.
yeah.
Adventure still behind Tomaselli. But you know what the big thing is. Can Hoymin Nguyen take the fastest lap away from, I believe, Maxim Titkov and get those 2 bonus points for himself? We'll find out shortly. And by shortly, I mean in a lap time or something. If he doesn't have traffic, of course. And now Ben's Wallinger into Adelaide. Nothing.
Yep. Adventure had a little luck, but he couldn't get past.
Turn 4 is the real issue. Golf. That little wobbly too cost them time before the braking zone, which means they just don't overtake. 5 laps remaining for the leader. Adventure very, very close, but not close enough.
So compromise the Barras exit as well.
Yeah, but not enough to put him under threat from a car feed.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bruno Barros still has been in P9 for quite a while. Could have been double points for the Campos team, but they messed up in the pit lane with Campana.
Yeah.
Rochung is up into 11th place, having started in 20th. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like she'll get any points unless she can overtake someone in front of her.
Yeah.
Which means Maxim Tikov will increase his lead. Quite a margin. And another driver to note, Federico will be getting his 2nd podium in a row, and 3rd top 6 finish in 3 races. Now Bruno Barros attacking Daniel Adventure. That wobble into Gulf, that's the curse. That's a big problem. That's why you can't overtake.
Yeah.
Check Juan Min Gui. Does he have the fastest lap of the race?
Yes, he does.
Great stuff. He's gonna get the 2 bonus points, and the electrical problem was an actual blessing. So the Vietnamese driver is surely gonna get those 2 bonus points. As Parchker, someone else has something to do about it, but most of the other drivers can't do anything about it because they're not trained.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, though. He might have been sad at first about the problem, and now he's guaranteed to walk away with 2 bonus points. Or almost guaranteed. So I'm sure Hongman Nguyen won't mind too much. He had that electrical problem. Because, you know, 2 points are better than 1.
Indeed.
And now David Kupok in P12 hasn't been able to do much of anything this race so far. The Tomaselli train keeps going with 4 laps to go. Chuck under big pressure.
Can we make a move on Chung?
He's gonna try, that's for damn sure. Here goes David Kupok into Adelaide. Nope, Aid. Watson could be taking advantage. Here it goes. I think it's time for the obvious question, guys. Who is the driver of the day? I think this has been the worst race of the season, sadly, but we still gotta give a driver of the day to someone. So, Rahul, Flo, who'd you go for?
Yeah. I would go for Adventure, I think.
I agree with you, Flo. I'm gonna go for Parashki as well because pole position led every single lap of this race and is gonna win the race. If only he can get the fastest lap as well, he'll have a Grand Slam, but that's impossible because Huang Min Nguyen has the fastest lap, and I'm sure there's no being that. But yeah, this part is my driver of the day and Flo's driver of the day. So what about you guys? Let us know. Adventure of a lockup! But nothing comes of it in the end.
Yeah.
Highness Min was in P11 before the pit stop, so just one place off the points. And we got 2 laps to go. This battle has not ended yet. Ben Waldinger and Isaac for sure. They really are gonna battle to the checkered flag.
Yeah, indeed.
Chunko's a little wide, but doesn't harm her chances. Now Watzel. Here he goes. He's gone from last place to 13th place. Can he make it 12th place? No, he can't. No chance there.
Yep. Indeed. We're still ahead.
I think Wallinger, if he wants to overtake, is gonna have to go kamikaze into Lise Hairpin on the last lap. He's not gonna have any other chance. He's so desperate, Ben Wallinger. He's been stuck literally every single lap of this race. Behind this guy in front of him, Isaac for sure. 37th time the charm? No.
No.
And turn 4 has cursed everyone and prevented them from passing into turn 5. Fosbury attacking Vojokas. Vojokas defense. Fosbury hit him a little bit. Last lap of the race, last lap. And that's
Min is right behind.
He's caught up to Max Killen, but he has the fastest lap already, so nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And that is Parachki. He'll be taking his first ever GP2 victory. And that's a very well-deserved GP2 victory. He didn't get in China last season, but I'm sure as hell he'll be happy to get. And oh my gosh, Dams are gonna be so happy to get a win on their home turf. Federic can't win in Spa, but Dams are gonna pick up their first win of the season too, don't forget.
Yeah.
Gonna have the 11th different winner in 12 races. Thanks to this guy and his Parachki. He's got just a few more corners to go out of the Chateau, out of Imola. And now for the Chateau d'Eau for the last time today. And his Parachki. Get ready, guys and girls, because and his Parachki is just one more section of corners to negotiate. On the round down to Lise. And his Parachki. He's done everything right. Pole led every single lap of the race. And now in his Parachki wins the French Grand Prix. Unbelievable performance. The dance driver wins, holds off Zolga. And that is Parachki is your race winner for the day. Balan Zolga, once again second place, just like in Hungary. Sure, I'll be happy with that though this time. Federi, very close on field, but he finishes third. 1-3 for Dams at home. Jean-Paul Digo will be very happy about that, I'm sure. Maxim Titkov, P4 in the Russian time, extends his championship lead. For sure holds on. Ken Walliger tried that crazy move into the last hairpin. Or will this battle will end at the checkered flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wallinger too far back. And they've been battling for 38 laps out of 38. But Isaac for sure comes out on top and finishes P5 today.
Yep. Wallinger P6.
Tomaselli trained. The Tomaselli trained. Car number 7 finishes in P number 7. Asano Tomaselli holds off everyone else. McCarthy takes points. Shunk just misses out on the points. Watzel 13th. Anderson 14th. Bennett 15th. Suarez 16th. Voyoka 17th. Fosbury 18th. And Horby the quiz tracked something into the hairpin, but no. Campana 19th. Skillen 20th. And Min maybe finishing last, but he picks up 2 points for the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Voice is dry again. But that is Parachki has won for the first time ever. Look how little fuel he has left. I don't think he cares. He's a race winner for the first time. And oh my goodness, it must feel amazing. And look at this, so many cars. After the flag, there's been a crash. Anderson just went into the back of Watzel. Oh my god. You can see how frustrated these guys were, so they just crashed after the flag.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh my goodness, I'm sure they would all have done that. Not just Anderson, but Anderson. Oh my goodness, man. What on hell was this race? What I have to say was the worst race of the season. But it still was exciting to see all the fights. Exciting to see, especially the strategy fight between Parachki and Zolga. And that is Parachki once again wins.
Again.
Oh, another contact, but McCarthy runs into the back of the Barros. Just slams into the back of him, and he gets hit as well by the Rapax.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's Kilpak. Oh my goodness. This is the most exciting bit of the race, and the race is already over.
Yeah. It gets exciting after the race.
But yeah, Enis Parachki held off the pressure brilliantly in the first stint. In the second stint, he had breathing space and just pulled away.
Another one.
Anderson, he crashes twice. Oh my god. He did a Vettel in Baku 2017, but he actually broke the wheel.
Yeah.
Thomas Anderson is out of this race, but it doesn't matter because the race is already over. But Jesus Christ, this mess, the Tomaselli train ended in blood, sweat and tears. And broken car parts. But yeah, Enis Parachki, for the first time ever, is a race winner. And this means out of the first 12 races, we have had 11 winners. How crazy is that? Beat that F1 2012. But yeah, confirmation of the race results. Enis Parachki takes his first ever win. Bayan Solga takes his second P2 finish of the season. And Federi completes the podium. 2 Dams cars on the podium in France. Dams Russian time, Dams Russian time. Pretty nice sequence, huh? Isaac for sure saved. Maxim Tikov was 4th in the second Russian time. Increases the championship lead to, I guess, a lot of points. 7 points, maybe? Actually, yeah. Isaac for sure P5. Ben Wallinger P6. He's been battling him all race long, but couldn't get past. Alessandro Tomaselli holds off the chasing pack. Finishes P7 for Daniel Adventure. Bruno De Barros P9 and Chuck McCarthy P10. And you can read everyone else, Rahul, please.
11th place we have Laura Chung, and then David Kupak in 12th place, Henry Watson in 14th, Thomas Anderson in 14th, Thomas Bennett in 15th, David Suarez in 16th, Thanos Voyokis in 17th, Jared Fosbury 18th, Lynn Capana 19th, Max Gill in 20th, and then Gwen Hombin in 21st, and the last runner, well, the one who didn't finish the race was Chris Chatfield.
Chris Chatfield. Parachki's win also elevates him to second place in the championship, and just like I said, fastest lap. He did pit with 5 laps to go, so yeah. Still, the electrical problem came as a blessing in disguise. Parachki moves up to second in the championship. Don't forget, he led every single lap, pole position race, but didn't get fastest lap, so not quite a grand slam, but still very impressive. So yeah, looking at the chat, you guys seem to vote Enis Parachki driver of the day as well. So everyone here except for Rahul, pretty much, so Rahul agrees he was your driver of the day today. And so in his honor, after we tell you the standalone race, we'll give you the Macedonian national anthem. But first, where do you think we're gonna go, guys? We're gonna go to, like my voice, which is very dry, we're gonna be going to a dry place. A dry lake, maybe. Because that's right, we'll be going to the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca for the next race. We'll be going to the Mojave Desert in California, in America, and Laguna Seca will be a pretty interesting track. Maybe we don't get so much overtaking, we'll be getting some iconic corners. So we'll be flying over to the States, Laguna Seca for the last standalone race of the season. And yeah, all America's tour, Laguna Seca and then Brazil with the finale. That'll be it for the GP2 season. And now it's time, please guys, for the national anthem of the Republic of North Macedonia, also known as the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, but that name is too long, so they changed it. So please stand or whatever for the North Macedonian national anthem in honor of Enis Parachki, the race winner. Thank you, guys. One wasn't the best of races, but we sure have a worthy winner today, and it's Patricky. First ever race victory, and his team's home turf. I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. Damn session time. Pretty interesting top four, but anyway, that's your race winner, and we'll see you tomorrow for the U.S. Grand Prix for the top class, with our great leader Florian Volker on pole position, and yeah. Besides that, we'll be seeing you next time whenever we race. I'm not sure if it's next week or the week after that, but still. And yeah, we'll be going to the Mazda race to Laguna Seca, all the way over in California. And yeah, until then, that's been it for us. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us today. The chat looks the chat was very lively today, I gotta say, and I'm happy with that. Unlike the race, but yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you, Rahul, for joining me as usual. Thank you, Flo, for letting us do this. We really appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, I have not been Rahul Patel. I have been Robert Ionescu.
And I have not been Robert Ionescu. I've been Rahul Patel.
But this has totally been the GP2 race, and might not have been the best, but we sure got some pretty good results and a pretty popular winner. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time. Till then, au revoir.